So we're talking college sports in the Deep South, where college football is king and the SEC is the best conference. The SEC West is the best sub-conference, and the battle cry is War Eagle. Once again, it's K-Stu the GOAT for Vernon Speaks Sports. YouTubers, want to welcome you all to the page tonight. Also, I set up a little bit of a playlist because I know I have downloaded quite a number of videos, and that will give everybody a chance to, you don't have to sift through all that stuff. Just click on where it says playlist, and you can go through a lot of my content, especially relative content like recruiting and upcoming previews and things of that nature. It just help make it to where it's easier to navigate through the channel. But anyway, want to give a shout out to my fearless and true gang. Make sure you all comment. There's a lot of good information in the comment sections of these videos once you listen to it. And then once you subscribe, go ahead and get into the comment section of the fearless and true gang. We got a lot of stuff that we like to talk about after the video. As we go into this coming weekend, the Auburn Tigers making history as being the first major college out of the state of Alabama to be in the Final Four, taking on Virginia, who is the number one seed and also the regular season conference champions from the ACC. They didn't quite make it through the ACC conference tournament, losing to Florida State by about 10 points. Now, when you think about Virginia, they are the epitome of balance. That seems to be the trend of all of the top-heavy teams out of the ACC. Balance, especially when you look at Virginia and North Carolina. Duke tends to be a little bit more imbalanced, like to be a little bit more creative. But for the most part, balance is how you can characterize the ACC. And when you think about teams that make it deep into the tournament, you tend to have those teams that are balanced. They like to shoot the ball very well. They pass the ball around very well. They kind of keep turnovers at bay and do a pretty good job at rebounding. I mean, this is pretty much the same song that you've been hearing for the last few games for Auburn, is they're playing a team that's balanced. Well, sometimes what gets you here won't keep you here. And that's what Auburn had to figure out after the New Mexico game. They had to figure out how to create more points inside. And that's something they did incredible at, especially against North Carolina, as they had 24 inside points. And they started the trend of creating more balance and also still being able to accentuate what got them here is a fast pace, pass the ball around, 3-point shot. Jared Harper drive the ball to the hole. Those types of things that really help them. Chumo Kiki, of course, they will not be able to utilize his services as he is out for the remainder of the season with a torn ACL. Very gruesome looking injury even on camera. But when we really dissect Auburn in this, the same old song. Kentucky balanced, North Carolina balanced, Kansas balanced. The same old song. Same situation where three guys are on Virginia's team is scoring double digits. They rebound well. They're very disciplined. The same old song. But when you look at Virginia, they're even more disciplined. They're almost boring disciplined to where they look kind of like the San Antonio Spurs when they had Tim Duncan. You know what I'm saying? I think this is a situation that could go to Auburn's advantage, because one thing you look at is the fact that over the last 3 games in the tournament, Virginia has only scored 19 bench points in 3 games. Auburn scored 40 against North Carolina, 18 against Kentucky, and 17 against Kansas. Those are what could possibly make the difference, because I guarantee you Virginia does not want to go into a matching point battle with Auburn. They will not win it. Based on what I've seen on film of Virginia, they will not win it. They are very rigid in how they play the game, and it just doesn't look like they will be able to match points with the Auburn Tigers. Okay? So we're going to keep this thing simple tonight. If Virginia cannot keep Auburn at bay as far as creating tempo, Auburn has now established the ability to get points inside. This could be yet another victory for Auburn over a highly seeded team. You know, it's just what it is. I think Auburn is playing at a high level, riding a 12-game winning streak. You know, beating two of the Blue Bloods by double digits, dominating Kentucky in the overtime, second half leading into overtime. This game is no different. Okay, Virginia does not score a lot of points, and that's because they slow things down. They're very balanced in what they do. But if Auburn can change the trajectory and get a little tempo going, especially with Jared Harper, he's going to force that tempo. It could be a different kind of game for Virginia. Virginia has only lost 3 games, 2 of those to Duke, 1 to Florida State out of the ACC. Once again, it's K-Stu the GOAT for Vernon Speak Sports. Looking forward to an interesting matchup between Auburn and Virginia. Both teams are going to be forced out of their comfort zone in this particular game. We're going to see how fast Virginia can go in keeping up with Jared Harper and Bryce Brown. And the backcourt for the Auburn Tigers, once again, is War Eagle. Like, comment, the Fearless and True Gang. Love to comment in the comment section. Subscribe to my channel, War Eagle.